Oh, inequalities. So far, we have just concentrated on solving equations. Remember, all solving an equation consisted of was finding values of the variable that made the two expressions equal, so made it true. So for each of these, I want you to pause and figure out on your own true or false. What you really need to be doing is reading it to yourself. So 7 is more than 3. True. 0 is less than 10. True. 9 is more than 12. Well, no. 4 is less than or equal to 4. True. Remember that line underneath the inequality makes it or equal to. 2 is more than or equal to 7. False. 3.5 is less than or equal to 4.2. True. 256 is more than 312. False. 1,978 is less than or equal to 2,042. True. So it's quite easy for most of you to judge an inequality when the numbers are positive. It becomes more difficult when negative numbers are involved. So consider the statements. -8 is less than 4. What I want you to do is always make a number line. It doesn't have to be perfect. Obviously, I do not have this scaled correctly, but I know that -8 will go here, 0 will be in the middle, and 4 will go here. Is -8 less than 4? So is it to the left of 4? Yes, it's true. So the correct true value and why? So yes, -8 is less than +4 because it's to the left of the number line. There are lots of ways to formally define how to determine if one number is greater than another. We will use a graphical definition. So if we compare any two numbers, say A and B, we will say that A is more than B is true if A lies to the right of B on the horizontal number line, just like we showed you up above. So, given the truth values for each of the following statements, draw a number line to support your work. So just like I did. So I have -4, 0, and 3. Is it true that 3 is more than -4? Yes. Next one, I have -5 and -3. Is -5 more than -3? No, it is to the left on the number line. And the last one, for this one, if I have -6 and 0, is 0 to the right of -6, is it more than? Yes, it is true. So since we can test the inequality of numbers now, we can also test the inequality of expressions for values of variables. So let's look at this inequality we're given, determine if it's true or false. So all we're doing is we're plugging in these numbers for x. So 3 times 10 minus 2 is more than or equal to 2 times 10 plus 1. Use the order of operations. 10 minus 2 is 8, so 3 times 8, is that more than or equal to 20 plus 1? Is 24 more than or equal to 21? Yes, it is true. What about for 5? So 3 times 5 minus 2 is more than or equal to 2 times 5 plus 1. Well, 3 times 3, is that more than or equal to 10 plus 1? 9 is not more than or equal to 11, so this one is false. Let's try it for 1. 3 times 1 minus 2, is that more than or equal to 2 times 1 plus 1? So 3 times -1, is that more than or equal to 2 plus 1? Is -3 more than or equal to +3? No way! And our last one for 7. 3 times 7 minus 2, is that more than or equal to 2 times 7 plus 1? So 3 times 5, is that more than or equal to 14 plus 1? 15 is equal to 15, so good thing there is that or equal to, so it made it true. So notice that unlike equations, inequalities tend to have many values that can make them true. We'll eventually discuss that certain inequalities will have an infinite number of values for their variables that make them true. So these ones are fun because there's lots of steps to them, but it's asking you to plug in a specific number for x and say if it's true or false. 2 times 1 plus 4, is it more than 4 times 1 minus 1? So 2 plus 4, is that more than 4 minus 1? Is 6 more than 3? You betcha. Negative 3, and this one we're putting negative 3 in, times negative 3 plus 5, is that more than or equal to negative 3 plus 7 divided by 2? So negative 3 times 2, is that more than or equal to 4 divided by 2? Is negative 6 more than or equal to 2? No, that one is false. Negative 2, so negative 2 squared minus 10 times negative 2 plus 1, is that less than 20 plus 5 times negative 2? So 4, because remember negative 2 is in that parenthesis, so it's negative 2 times negative 2, which makes it positive 4. And then I have a negative 10 and negative 2, which makes that positive 20 plus 1. Is that less than 20 minus 10? So 25, is that less than 10? Nope. That one is false. And our last one, plugging 5 in. 2 times 5 minus 5 plus 1 over 3, is that less than or equal to 5 minus 2 over 9? So 2 times 0 plus 1 over 3, is that less than or equal to 3 over 9? So is 1 over 3 less than or equal to 3 over 9? You will notice that 3 over 9 reduces down to 1/3, so it is equal, so it's true.